Alright, how's it going? It's Marley here, and welcome to my first impressions, first look at the demo for the Weaponographist. I'm going to talk over this cutscene as it plays because it's quite long and slow. You can read it at your own leisure. It basically just sets up the, simple setting of the basics of why you're doing what you're doing in the game. It's nothing particularly special, although it does bring up the question as to why this witch is so power. Why does she need his help if she has such power? But you'll see that in a minute. Anyway, this is a top-down shooter that's pretty much an Isaac-like for most intensive purposes. You can move with it's Isaac controls. You can move and shoot, with your arrow keys and your WASD or on a controller. I prefer the WASD. I'll talk about the feels of control in a second because it doesn't feel quite as tight as a lot of other games that I would play like this, like a Wizard, Lizard, Isaac. Even games that aren't necessarily the top-down sort of genre, that like the controls feel very loose. They definitely have the walking on ice kind of feel to them, and I think that's deliberate. You get that sense of momentum, and they do that. That is often a deliberate mechanic in some games to add challenge to the way that the movement systems work. There we go. I'll just make sure that the sound and everything is okay here. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, that's not fine. Stay. There you go. Yeah, so like boring normal controls. Blah, blah, blah. This is just the demo for the game. I actually got to play it at Rezzed. In fact, I actually came second at the event and won a bunch of free games because of that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I can go here, and she is like a level up lady. I'm pretty far into the demo. I've pretty much maxed out a lot of the stuff. I've played the game quite a bit, like an hour or so, which is quite a lot for a small demo. So what I can show you here is that I can start at checkpoints. So I've got depth 1 here. I've got the checkpoint right before the boss. It gives you like the time you've got, your level, which we'll see in a minute, the items you've currently got, and your health. And then you can also do the same thing for the next floor, right? And like the idea behind these checkpoints is that you can change your save each time, and maybe you've got a really good save that's got a really fast time, and that's why you want to save it so you can like keep resuming from that time if you don't think you're going to beat it. It's kind of a cool system. I quite like it. But the demo I played at Rezzed was just like a simplified version of the game. It was just a run through of the first floor, but a slightly more advanced first floor with more bosses and more variety to it. And the challenge was just to do it as fast as possible. And I think I ended up coming like second overall on the challenge. I was only there for the first day of Rezzed, and I was second on that first day. I was sort of second by about 10-15 seconds, I think, and the guy in front of me was about 30 seconds ahead of me. So I don't think there was any chance of me getting near to him. But you'll see at the moment there doesn't seem to be anything particularly special about the game in terms of what it offers. It's basically just a blank room with a bunch of enemies that spawn in it. But you'll kind of see where the difficulty comes as I explain how this is actually working, right? So first of all, it's very icy in terms of controls. Like you carry a bit of momentum. You really have to like plan out your movement because you do slide around the place a bit, and you have to account for the momentum, which is it actually adds a level of challenge. It's not a mechanic that I like. I've never liked games that have this icy feel, but like I've always just sort of accepted that some games do that, and some games are like, no, like you have to like make use of this iciness as you walk around and get it right. But the idea here is that the weapon. Oh shit! We actually better go before I meter deteriorates. That meter in the bottom right that goes up as you kill enemies is like your level up, right? And you can see it says that I'm level 1, right? So the plan, like the idea, is to kill enemies fast enough and gain levels really fast. I'm gonna pick up the spear here because it's like my favorite weapon in the game. In fact, I'm pretty convinced that it is the best weapon in the game. But the idea is to kill enemies fast enough so that your level stays the same or increases. Obviously, the worst thing that can happen is your level decreases, and because your level is basically your damage multiplier. So like you'll do like twice as much damage for each level essentially. I think it's take the gun for example. I think the gun bullets do 24 and then 36 and then 48. So you're multiplying it, or you're gaining a factor of 1.5 off the initial value there. Like now we're level 2 and we just one-hit those guys that we weren't one-hitting before, and that's really important. Like you also get a hit streak. So I'm on a 56 hit streak of hitting people 56 times Like I've hit 59 times since the last time I got hit, right? And that also counts for the amount of meter you're going to generate. These arrow bitches are kind of a pain in the ass because they move around a lot, and their arrows like are really a pain in the ass to dodge. And the real bitch of them is that they drop those freaking bows, and the bows suck. Okay, that meter isn't actually since the last time I got hit. I feel like the meter is from the last time I got hit. Maybe it's a whole heart. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it was when I got hit. Like when I was checking it out earlier, when I got hit, the meter went down. But we'll just pretend I know what I'm talking about and move on from it. I really don't like using the bow as a weapon, mainly because when it hits enemies, it knocks them around, and that's actually like a really bad thing in this game. Usually that's a pretty decent thing to have on like a weapon that you've got, because it pushes the enemies away. Like knockback is usually a pretty desirable factor on a lot of weapons. Take like Rogue Legacy for example. The knockback on a weapon in that is, or if you have a character that's perma-roided with hypergonadism, like that's a really nice perk to have, right? But in this game it kind of sucks. Like the best weapons I find are weapons that you can just sort of static an enemy in one place and chew through them as fast as possible doing damage. Like the chainsaw is not bad for it. The spear is great for it. The sword's pretty decent. The gun is one of my favorites, actually. I do really like it. Oh, this sack's awesome. The slimes that come in, whenever you find a slime, it pretty much has a chance to drop any random weapon that you've discovered. I think that's what it seems to be for me so far. The slimes have dropped like any completely random weapon as long as I've already previously discovered that weapon, which is really cool because they give you a chance to get things like the bomb drop. And the bombs are really awesome because they do AoE damage, and they do AoE damage really well. Alright, so that get ready for speeds, this thing basically just means that all of the monsters on this floor are going to be faster. There's loads of like random multiplier things that can affect on the rooms like that. Like you can get tougher, you can get weaker enemies who are really like just die really fast. You can get enemies who take a bunch of hits. You can get like random slime spawns where like you'll get a bunch of slimes invading the level all at once. I don't think I actually mentioned that the reason I'm picking up so many weapons is because they degrade. But yeah, weapons degrade. I guess I should have mentioned that at the start, because that's like the whole point of the game. That witch curses you so that every weapon you use will like die out after a certain amount of time, and it's a really cool idea. It's a concept I've always really liked, is having to pick up weapons from enemies, and like enemies always dropping their weapons. They don't necessarily always drop their weapons, but it's like a pretty much a 50-50 chance. Although I found that if you find an enemy with a good weapon on an earlier floor, they're less likely to drop their weapon, although I'm not sure if that's just like in my head or not. But there's also specials. You get specials from the wizard guys, from like these octopus people. What else? There's octopus men, wizards, and there's also like a guy with a trumpet as well. They're the ones that I've seen so far. I think those are all the ones that are available currently in the game. But the specials are really cool. I'm gonna try and save it here, although it's not necessarily great to save a special, because it like you may as well just use it to get your combo up as fast as possible. And from what I've played of the game, the combo just goes up how fast. The combo is completely dependent on how fast you kill enemies. It like the whatchamajiggy and the way you kill enemies doesn't really matter. The like how many times you swap weapons and stuff doesn't really matter. I was kind of hoping when I heard about the weapon degrading, like when I figured out how it works and stuff, I was kind of hoping that it was going to be like a time-based thing. Like the longer you use a weapon, the less the damage goes down the longer you use it. However you want to explain that in proper terms. Let's use fire here and just get ourselves a new gun. There we go. Yeah, because I really like that idea. Like it means it gives you. I mean, maybe that's going to be in the game at some point. Who knows? But like it puts much more emphasis on swapping weapons a lot more frequently than you would normally. Like at the moment, it's kind of like a lot of the game is just how long can I hang on to this weapon I really like. Like, you know, I get a spear and I hold on to that spear for as long as feasibly possible, or I get a gun. I'm going to keep the spear here. How are we done? Oh, we're much better on time. A little bit worse on equipment. I'll make a new save, because time is usually the factor I go for here. And the bow is really good on this boss fight, I was going to say, because you can spear through enemies. Usually I don't like it, but the piercing effect is like actually really good. And this is kind of funny, like often in boss fights you'll ignore the little peon enemies and just go for the big daddy kills. But in this game, that's like the worst strategy you can have, right? Because killing the peons is how you keep your your level up. Like I'm level 5 right now, which means I do so much more damage. Like I hit for 700, right? I hit for like 100 when this spear is on its regular, or when the spear's on level 1, right? So literally I can just shit through enemies now, like just stream through them without any problem at all. Just punch this guy down. There we go. I'll pick up a spear, collect me some goop, and we'll hit that. Oh, I missed a heart there, but it's no big deal. I think we'll be fine. I should be able to get through. Oh, it's my fastest run on this. Nice. I think I was like 6 minutes on the demo at Rezzed or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I was really happy. Like, it was really cool to just like, be decent at a game. Like, I'm not usually very good at video games, and I just did alright. I mean, it's obviously like, I imagine when this game comes out, there's going to be shitloads of people who speedrun the fuck out of it and who are fucking amazing. It's like, oh, yep, great, thanks for being brilliant at the game and making me feel like an absolute shite bag, but whatever. These guys are really cool. I'll see if one actually, fucking it. I really want one of the lion guys to drop their weapons. It's like probably my second favorite weapon, like behind the spear, just because it's so funny and so cool. Oh, here we go, because you just like spam the fucking whip out of people. Like you just whip people to shit. Look at it, like just look at that. How much fun is that? And it's like I think it is capped as to how fast you can fire it, but it's definitely like dependent on how fast you can spam the fuck out of your mouse button. Like if you can spam your mouse button faster, you can shoot faster with it, and that is freaking cool. Give me this. There's also these tree guys you'll see in a minute, and the trees are bastards because they shoot these bullets that are like really, really small and kind of hard to see. Yeah, these guys, these motherfuckers right here. This motherfucker right here. Yeah. I don't know. This game surprised me. It was like when I saw the pictures of it, the pictures from like the this is a really awesome special I showed off here. It just poops on people like this. Yeah, when I saw the first pictures of this game, like on the Rezzed sort of games list, I was like, that looks, alright. Maybe I'll check it out when I'm in the indie booth. It looks pretty fun. And then when George was sitting down to play Guild Wars for about 40 minutes on the demo thing, I was like, right, I'm going to go check out the indie booth, just play some video games. There was nobody playing the game when I went over, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll sit down and play this game. I sat down, I got the frickin' second place score, and I just loved the game. I think part of the reason I liked the game so much was because I did pretty well at it, but I'm not gonna call that a negative. If you're decent at it, you're good at things you enjoy, right? Get ready for Psychos. I've never had Psychos, so I don't know what this does. But yeah, like, I don't know, the game just feels a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's very simplistic in many areas. Like, when you do compare it to games like Isaac and stuff like that, there are many ways in which it's just nowhere near as complex, right? But then in a lot of other ways, it offers a lot. It offers very different challenges. It's rewarding in different ways. Like, it forces you to be really, really fast-paced and not methodical at all about what you do. You just have to think on your feet and just, pick up weapons and go. Just pick up whatever you can and go with it. Use whatever you can and go with it. And it's like, the art style isn't particularly great, but it works, and it's sort of like neat and easy to understand and see. Appeals to all ages, like it's just non-threatening artwork. It's nice and easy. I've got a really itchy nose, which is killing me right now. Oh my god. I hate these ninja girls. I hate the ninja girls because I hate their I hate it when they attack me, and I hate using their freaking weapon, which sucks. Like, it's a double-sided pain in the ass. Like, I hate these. I don't mind the lion guys because I really like having their weapon, even if they're when they attack you, it's kind of like sucky to dodge it sometimes. These girls, I fucking hate them so much. Thankfully, the whip is really good against them. So we're like, okay, alright, level 3, that's awesome. There we go. You'll notice that my level did reset when you drop a floor, and that's just, that's how it works. Kind of sucks because of like all the momentum you can build up, but I think it's to stop you like abusing momentum build up from bosses, because it's obviously it can be kind of easy. Oh nice, this octopus guy's got a special that I can show you. No, he can't. I should have picked up that whip there, that was bad. I'm probably going to have to use one of these fuckers things pretty soon now. Hope he drops a chainsaw. Nice, he did. That's ownage. Although their staffs are probably better than the chainsaw. You can see it's just like a whip thing in front of you. I really hate it though. I'd prefer to use the chainsaw. It's got a longer reach, and that's more what I'd look for in a weapon. I prefer the reach over the AoE-ness of it. Really. I very much dislike the gun. The weapon. And that's kind of what the game's about, right? There we go. Alright, there we are. But it is cool that I like the idea that, you know, like you get forced into using these weapons. Like, I have to use one of these spears at some point now, and it's like, I really don't want to, because, you know, it's probably going to screw up my combo and stuff, but I have to do it, because it's, you know, the only choice I've got. Alright, we're beating time and health, so I'm going to definitely checkpoint here. Having a pretty good run right now, actually. Let's fuck these dudes up. Yeah, right. Oh, I like these guys. These guys have a really cool pickup when you get it. Get a shield. Nope. Get a shield. Yes. Here we go. Now you can like charge people with this. It's pretty sweet. I like it. Although you have to be careful not to take damage from it. But you can hit like multiple enemies at once and also sort of get out of getting hit by attacks from it. Although it runs out pretty fast and you have to punch people then. The downside here is that I don't actually have the shield leveled. As you saw earlier, like when I checked in the upgrades thing, I have pretty much every weapon leveled, I think, apart from like 1 to max. Even my fists are leveled to max, so they do a lot of damage, whereas the shield isn't leveled at all, because you have to discover a weapon to use it, and I've only used the shield at the demo. I haven't used the shield on this demo account yet. So like my shield isn't leveled, which means that it does bugger all for damage. But the cool thing is that like weapons don't become irrelevant, right? So the spear doesn't become irrelevant because you're on lower floors. The spear is just as relevant as it always was. It's just relevant to your level and how well you're doing at that particular time, which is really cool. Like, the game is definitely well thought through in all these areas, and it's why I say that the diminishing damage thing that I'd like to see as a feature, I wouldn't be surprised if that was, you know, something that was just already implemented and didn't work quite as well as the system we've got here. You know, maybe it wasn't as simple. Maybe the simplicity of it works better. You know, I don't know. You know, not my game. I didn't test that. That's the kind of thing I would probably have tested though for in the game. Like, I would have thought about it as a feature, as being cool. Definitely tried to implement it, but I guess it just doesn't work. You know, sometimes things don't work. They just don't work, do they? All right, fuck these guys. I really need to pick up the shields, but the shields do no damage, so I kind of can't. Just kind of screwed here. I have to use shit weapons. But I mainly dislike it because like their weapon is bad against them. Like they can kind of end up pushing into you and fucking you, and it's really bad against shield guys who are often on the same levels as them. You have to get right up behind them when they crash into the walls, and it's just bad. Like when they push through there, it's a pain in the ass. Alright, Octopus Man, you can fuck off. Right off, there we go. See, we were level 4 a second ago, I'm pretty sure. Now we're level 3. This is bad. This is not how the video game should be played. Let's mess this guy up, take his shield. It's good stuff, it's good life. I wonder where the boss is on this level. Oh, nice. Love spear, guys. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Give me a spear. Give me a spear. No, 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 no. Give me a spear. Come on. Ooh, slime's good. Slime's good. Oh, gun's perfect. Gun's lovely. Oh, 115 for fucking gun bullets. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm level 4, aren't I? Okay, yeah. I was going to say, yeah. That's like a really high amount of gun damage, but I'm level 4. But I think you can tell the kind of guns or the weapons that I seem to prefer. Like, the weapons I prefer in general are just ones that are straight lines with a large amount of range, because you can just really well position yourself against enemies, and it's hard to really take too much damage when you can keep them at a decent length away from you, right? Like, those girls have no chance. The whip guys are the only ones who can screw you, but you can usually position yourself around them well enough for it to not matter. There's so many freaking hearts drop in here. This is great. I love it. Take an octopus here. 15,000 Slimerinos. Oh, these bomb guys are the best. I freaking love the bomb guys. Probably the best weapon in the game. I think it's the only weapon I prefer over spear is bombs. Although I think I prefer spear, but I'm just gonna accept that bombs are probably better because look, because of this. Although the way that bombs are actually balanced, and they definitely are balanced, I think, is because you can. Sorry, it's because they run out so fast. Not you can. The actual weapon pickup runs out really fast. Like, you probably only have enough for 6 bombs or so, and that just makes it really balanced. Like, you, not like as in you have a limited amount of bombs that you can use. Everything's time based. I'm pretty sure it's time based anyway. So yeah, like the amount of bombs you can chuck is limited because you've only got a certain amount of time to use all those bombs. Let's refresh this. Dude, we're level 5 and with full health, we're doing really well here. This is great. I think this is. I haven't actually reached the second floor boss in the amount of time I've been playing it, which is about an hour, which seems pretty reasonable for the game length so far, actually. But when I spoke to the guy at Rezzed, I think he said it was the first 2 levels that are included in the demo, which is very different to the time trial that I was running at the show. The time trial was actually slightly more fun than the demo, I think, but the demo really shows how the game can, like, I wasn't sure how the game was going to translate from a pretty cool 6-minute demo into like a nice fully fledged game, and that's why the shield's nice by the way, because you can just dodge through projectiles, which is fucking great and slightly imbalanced, I guess, in some ways. Slightly imbalanced in quite a few ways, more than likely. God, this weapon's so fucking trash, dude. Holy shit, let's just do one of them. Saves us a bit of heartache, doesn't it? You also have to be careful though, because the dash has such a big cooldown. Oh no, shit, I'm gonna take 2 damage here. Fuck, that's so bad. See, this is when you just get boned, because you have like bad pickups that you haven't leveled and stuff on the same floor. What am I doing? Yes, put in the new save. Let's take this shield and try and beat whatever boss this is. Oh god, it's like a tree man. Oh yes, please, give me a whip, give me a whip. No. Oh, projectiles and no whip. My life. Alright, give me a bomb sack then. Bomb sack's second best. Wait, bomb sack best, right? Sorry, rather, yeah. Oh, the sky drops. Okay, so those things do damage. Oh, there's a lot to watch out for on this map. Oh, this is a fucking hard fight, huh? This is like really hard. There's a lot to fucking compensate for here. I'm trying to pick up a bomb sack, but like... I'm dead. Alright, shit. That's a really tough fight. With the rose bushes and stuff and all the bombs going around, you're really limited in motion. That's cool. I'm kind of, like, I really want to beat it. 22 minutes to get to there. That's a pretty good amount of time. I always thought that they were shorter runs than that. Nice, arriving time. I'll show you around town a bit, show you how the leveling system works. Obviously, this is going to be pretty similar to how it works. Yeah, so just slower combo meter. Basically just the sort of like upgrade you would think, you know, like longer invincibility, weapon durability is longer, speed, health, makes the combo meter go down slower. Yeah, that's it. Like maybe the combo meter is just like how many hits you can get in a certain amount of time. I don't know. Max the chainsaw. I guess we could put points into the shield. We have the boost staff maxed out. Like, weapon's so shit, dude. Let's max the shield. Alright. Good life. Let's max out these for the sake of it. So we have the cash. What do you want? You're the speed rune, dude. Health up on depth 1. Oh, so there is a depth 2. Oh, maybe depth 2 is where we were. Oh yeah, that's a good point. We were on depth 2, so there's probably not a depth 3, maybe. Fuck it, let's have him. YOLO. Rolo. I'm gonna do one more. The game is really fun, and I just enjoy it. It's just fun, man. It's a satisfying game. I guess I could have loaded my save there, because I was like pretty well off, but it's more fun to start from the beginning. I've always found it more fun to start from the beginning. It's just more appealing, like, because of my the way my brain works, I guess. Like, most of these games that I play like this, I always start from the beginning, and it's like a satisfying feeling starting from, like, you know, like Nuclear Throne starting in the wasteland, you know, going through Scrapyard, ending up in the Arctic, and usually never getting past the Arctic. It's a fucking hard game, and I'm shit at it. But yeah, like, it's a satisfying feeling. You get a really nice sense of progression when you progress so far in such a small amount of time. Although I guess, like, the loading saves is definitely going to be important for, like, getting to when you need a lot of momentum to get through a boss. Like, you're going to have a good save for that boss, otherwise you're boned. Nope, no weapon for me. There's actually no indicator to tell you when the weapon is deteriorating other than the state of the weapon in your hand, which is also pretty cool. I like that. I like just, you know, visual mechanics as cues as opposed to bars. It's a much more interesting way of doing things. We should get this chest. Fuck the bow, dude. Trying to get some combo shots here. Nice, level 2. Level 2 is pretty sweet. I guess that combo thing is just like... I wonder, maybe it's just like how many enemies you've killed with the bar up, or... Oh, there's a lot of things it could be. I wonder if time is affected by how much time, like whether it cuts off when the room finishes or not. I assume it would cut off when the room finishes. But that's where their luck plays into it, because only one door opens. I guess that's more for like a randomization and speedrunning thing. I don't know. Trying to like decipher why things have been done in the game. I guess that's not interesting to listen to. I don't know, maybe it is. It's how my brain like looks at games a lot of the time. Like, because I want to make video games, like, and I'm studying making video games, and I'm actually making video games, like, when I look at a game, I just sort of immediately look at why certain things have been done, like, why are there 4 doors, why is there not just one entrance if from the end of each level, if there's only going to be one way out of the level, why are there 4 doors? Obviously, it's because you want to make the player assume that there's, you know, like, so you want the player to not know. You want it to be a random chance, like, for which door is going to open. Or maybe there's some sort of system that leads into it that, you know, the player can then work out. Like, it's either an element of skill or randomness that allows for more diversity or like, you know, greater skill levels when it comes to stuff like speedrunning and Slime Storm. This is cool. I like this event where just slimes fucking fly into the screen everywhere. They don't drop guns though, these slimes, which would probably be a bit OP if they did. Or like they don't all drop guns like the normal slimes do, I think is how it works. Maybe none of them drop guns. If none of them drop guns, they can take a dick, but it's still not bad because it just helps towards your combo timer, which is like what you're going for, you know, in the general game anyway. And the slimes actually don't count towards your room completion, which is kind of interesting. Like the you can just not kill any of the slimes and still finish the room, and there can be like a slime left at the end. So you just have to focus on the regular enemies and stuff. So in that sense, I guess they're more just a nuisance like this, that just fucking slimes everywhere. Nice chainsaw dudes. All right. I hope that my clicking on the keyboard is really fucking loud and obnoxious and way too loud for the video. That would really make me happy actually, if it just abused the shit out of your ears. It give me great pleasure knowing that people suffered at the hands of my video. Give me such great pleasure. Oh. Yeah, I'm really like just looking forward to seeing fucking like people like Bisnap and fucking speedrun nerds of the world like just abuse this game in terms of like speedrun mechanics. I think it's really going to be interesting to watch people do it fast. Maybe it won't take off though. Maybe it'll be a dead game. Hope not. I really enjoy it. I think it'd be super fun. I do think like I'm not a big fan of this art style, like, and the sort of idea behind the hero. It's just like, oh, he's a hero that's another hero that's a jerk. You know, it's been done before. Like, it's nothing new there, but it's still like pretty decent. Like, it's kind of cool. I like. I don't hate the art style. I just don't love it. You know, it doesn't have. It's very bog standard cartoony for the most part. Like the actual enemies you're fighting are kind of cool. Like you know, the crazy Texas Chainsaw Massacre guys. These like basically like World of Warcraft night elves. You know, weird little alien mafia guys. Like they're all sort of like the stereotypical monsters that you would kind of find, which I guess is the idea of the game. You're a demon hunter that fights these stereotypical demon monsters. You know, that's like the plan, right? Is the combo meter dependent on, like, do I have to get to like 200 combo meter to be level 5? Is that how this works or something? I have no idea. I'm trying to figure that out. It's the one part of the game I'm not entirely sure on. I'd like to know. I wonder if I can get to full hearts for this save here. This would be like a really good save if I do. I've got the fire thing for my special. I was really hoping I kept the trumpet from earlier, but I guess I've got rid of it for unknown reasons. For unknown reasons. The best kind of reasons. Alright. Let's pew some people with a frickin' machine gun. Dude, when you say pew, you kind of always have to do it to the tune of Sandstorm, right? Like, I just did that without thinking about it and realized that that's just kind of how you do it. You know, you just pew, right? Like it just makes sense, doesn't it? See, that's why your little fists up right there, is when you run out of freaking weapons and you just want to pew a guy down and you pew them all up in their face. Out. Dead, boys. Faster, more health, better guns. Hell to the yeah. Oh, I should have taken a bow for the boss fight. I forgot about that. I didn't think about that from last time. I remember distinctly having that discussion in the video, like, hey, look, you should definitely use this for the boss fight. Okay, hit 5. Nice, 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 nice. What's sprint mode? I don't know what sprint mode is. I wonder what sprint mode is. Maybe that was that. Oh, maybe it was the pickup I had was like running out or something. I'm not sure. 651. Much, much better than last time. Nice, nice. It's good stuff. It's good life. Got a spear. Spear these guys all up in the butt. Ah, man. It's back to that no spear life for some time now. I'm gonna miss my spear dearly. But that's the thing. It's like, look, I missed the weapon because the weapon felt really good, and because of like, you know, the mechanics of the game were sound enough that like I actually think, oh, I really wish I had that weapon right now because it was just enjoyable to use, and it's so good. I'm surprised by it. Like, I just didn't expect it to be this good, to work this well. I don't know. It's like a game that I was just like, nah, I won't like this, and I do. Like, what do I even do? Like, what do you fucking do? What do you even do? I guess yeah, I think it is. You have to get to a certain amount of enemies killed in one combo without the meter dropping down. I suppose that's actually what it is. That's much. I thought it was more of a tempo thing than that. It's kind of less interesting than I had it built up to be in my head. Still pretty good though. Still works well, you know. Less pressure though this way. Fuck you, man. But when you take damage, I'm pretty sure your meter drops like really bad, right? So that's also an important factor to note. See, these guys, like, the thing is, these freaking acorns that they shoot are so difficult to see. Like, even when I shoot them, it's hard to like keep track of them. Even though you can just like spam them at the freaking speed of light. Look at that shit. Just popping them out. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. Let's go and freaking ham, dude. There we go, level 2. Nice. Level 2's good life. That's where the real damage is at, boys. Alright, let's just get straight through here. Tough guys. Oh, that's bad. That's bad luck. That's some serious motherfucking RNG right there. That's going to make for interesting dynamics in like speedruns and stuff. How you get through things like tough guys. Obviously, you just have to like hope for a run without them, I guess, and just quit when you do. That kind of sucks, like that idea there. You have to quit when you do find them. Or maybe not. Maybe you just see how it goes, I suppose. Maybe I've just been watching one or too many speedruns recently, so I just keep wanting to talk about it. I don't know. Speedrunning was something that never interested me in the slightest, and then like in recent times I've just been like, hey, that's kind of cool. I quite like that. Maybe I'll watch it a little bit more and just pay a tiny bit more attention to it. Can one of you please drop a single weapon, please? Please? Somebody drop a weapon? I'm gonna fucking bazooka them. Get bazookaed. Fuck all of you. Fuck everything. Drop a bazooka. Oh my god, that room was the worst. Holy cow, worst room of my life. They were tough guys and they didn't drop any freaking weapons. Like, how do you even deal with that? Sprint mode engaged. Oh man, sprint mode feels freaking amazing. Oh, such fast movement. It's fucking glorious. Holy crap. You actually kind of have to hit them like just sort of on the tip-ish bit of the whip. Otherwise it doesn't work properly, does it? I get wrecked. Fuck. That's right, she dropped a freaking heart. Easy life. Sprint's dying. Sprint is die. Right, let's just kill one of these bastards and get a freaking whip already. I need a whip in my life. Kind of sad to take the octopus over the bazooka horn, because the bazooka horn is just way better. But the beam horn is what we shall call it. Chainsaw, chainsaw. Oh, fire boys. Chainsaw. Trying to think about that next boss fight. What kind of upgrade do I want? I think I want the... Actually, I think the octopuses... They're all pretty sweet. I don't think the fire is that particularly effective, because you're going to be trying to avoid things so desperately you won't have time to focus on staying near enemies. So the fire is probably quite useless. I guess the bazooka would be pretty good if you can get the right angle. The octopus is, like, generally pretty sweet, I suppose. There's no point in doing a checkpoint here. We have nothing better about the run, really. Just slightly slower, I guess. I wonder if there's going to be, like, more environmental stuff. It's the one thing about the game that is pretty uninteresting, is the actual levels are just straight squares, and there's just nothing interactable about them. I mean, obviously the focus is around everything else, like the enemy types and the, you know, the focus is just around everything but the level, which is fine. You know, like, it's nice because a lot of games do focus a lot around the level design, right? Like, I play a lot of games like this where there's just a lot of focus around the area which you're in, you know, like the environment which you're actually battling in. There's things to dodge, there's all this to do, there's so many different things in it, like, whereas this is just more about the enemies, and you can like rely upon the fact that you've got a free zone to run in, and then obviously it's modified during like boss fights with the enemies and stuff, which is pretty cool. I guess actually I kind of like that. I'm actually kind of glad, I guess, in the end that they don't play too much with the environment. Get ready for berserkers. I assume that means they run faster, maybe do more damage, like a full point every time or something. Either way, they're getting wrecked. It's not a full point every time. They attack really fast, huh? Yeah, they attack really fast. That's bad for me. That means that spear-like weapons are going to be even better than usual. Just got an extra heart container. Those chests are a lot better than I thought they were going to be. I was like, the chests don't seem like a great pickup because it's just like a random drop as to whether you get it or not. But it seems like it's a lot better than that. Right, we got a whip now. That's really good. Drop one of them. Drop another one of them. Pick one of them out. It seems like the sort of like difference in level is almost double. It's like from like 6 rooms to sort of like 10 between floors is what it felt like anyway. Something along those lines anyway. It felt like a really big difference anyway. Hang on, there we go. Shield, boys. Oh, shield does 700 now. It's upgraded. That's ownage. I do remember she being really good at Rezzed. I guess that's because like everything was just this equal level there, so they all had the same level of impact. So yeah, shield's pretty good actually. If you can time shield right, it's like fucking amazing. Sweet. Oh, I probably got to get a heart there. It's alright though. I'm over it. Nice. Bomb sack, bomb sack, bomb sack. Bomb sack is the way of life. Bomb sack is the way for me. Really short range on it though. Kind of a bummer, I guess. In reality, it makes no fucking odds, like all things considered. Probably should have saved that bomb sack for the end of this level. Oh, huh, I just noticed that the shield has... Oh, it's a certain amount of hits on enemies, huh? Yeah, it's a certain amount of hits on enemies. Oh, that's cool. That's really interesting. I didn't even notice that the icon in the bottom... Okay, so disregard my previous statement about the items not... displaying how long they've got left. They do display how long they've got left in the bottom corner. That's so freaking useful. I wish I knew these things in earlier times. Boss fights? Nope. Oh yeah, we have this last checkpoint. This is definitely going to be better than our previous last checkpoint. I'm pretty confident in that anyway. I'll try and save a bomb bag for the boss fight 'cause it's pretty sweet. We'll keep the trumpet more than likely. Actually, maybe I'll blow the trumpet now. And we'll save an octopus for the boss fight. Maybe that's more proactive. Realistically, I think we just want to try and keep a bunch of health for this fight, because it's kind of a hard fight to dodge all of the different projectiles. If you just stay like slightly, like a 45-degree angle, or not 45, like a 20-degree angle from those octopuses, I don't know. Then they can't really get in, can they? Let's give it a save. Once I press no, and then I go back in like 2 seconds, yeah, the time does go up. Okay. We're definitely in a better position. Yes, we will save. Pick this up. Let's go, boys. Alright. Spam that down twice. Maybe the whip's really good here too, huh? No, I think bomb bag is the way to go here. Like, definitely bomb bag. I got hit by one there, that was really bad. Double goop. That's okay. Nothing particularly interesting about double goop though. I do like that you have to pick up weapons. Like, I can imagine the game if you didn't have to pick up weapons and if it just automatically gave you whatever you ran over, that would not be good. Like, in any way, I don't think. I actually had level 5 a second ago. I think I lost it when we started this fight, which is pretty understandable. That's pretty cool. I like level 5. Level 5 is not something I get very often. Oh, I'm losing my combo. No, 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 no. Please don't give me level 3. Oh, thank God. Level 3 would literally be the end of me here. I'd just do so little damage, I'd be like irrelevant. Like level 4 is just barely relevant here. Like, you really need level 5 for this, I think, in reality. That's what happens when you do focus too much on trying to just like damage the boss and not play the game, you know, and the game is keep the minions on below HPs. Ah, it's really screwing me that he's not spawning many little minions here. Oh, really? I thought that bomb was going to explode earlier. It's so hard to judge the like distance that the bombs are traveling. That's such a hard boss. I'm so pissed. I wanted to beat that. Oh, I want to beat that and show the end of the demo. I guess you're going to have to wait and fucking see when the real game comes out. That was a 40-minute video, and that did not feel like 40 minutes of my time. Wow. Actually, I'm going to go do something now. Shit, I don't want to do that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in another video. Probably a first impressions of something, I'm sure. But check out the Weaponographist. It's really cool. Coming out later this summer. I'll be doing probably a Let's Play. More than likely a review on it as well when it comes out. And when I start doing reviews and stuff. We'll see that in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.